Hi, this is Normie from Knuckleballer Radio and Zombie Cast, and you're listening to one of my favorite shows on the Geeky Antics Network. Don't forget to check out the rest of the gang over at GeekyAntics.net. Warning, there might be rants and food ahead and possibly inappropriate behavior. Don't tell anybody though.
Welcome back, geeks, gamers, ninjas, robots, girls, guys, nerds, everybody. What's up, guys? This is HorsePLAY Live. Today is Thursday, October 6th. It's already October, holy crap. 2016, this episode 147. The one where Yogi's microphone and my internet is behaving. But we'll see. Before we get into all this good stuff ahead, I do want to introduce some... actually, before we introduce the man, right? Tonight, we're going to cover our brief fantasy football segments, talk some TV, Xbox, community gaming, and of course, we're rallying for Extra Life. But now, before we get into all the fun ahead, I'm joined by somebody that is a filthy, hardcore, casual son of a bitch. And his name is Yogizilla. What's up, dude?
Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Are you comfortable with being called the son of a bitch?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, right.
I'm sure my mom approves. Why not?
I didn't mean like that. I just realized I was like, son of a... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think anyone takes that one literally.
Yeah.
It's all good.
No. People call me son of a bitch. I'm like, thank you. My mom would thank you, too.
I mean, if you're a dog, you know, people can't get mad at that. It's like, well, that's actually accurate. Thank you. What would be the son of a cat? Son of an itch? I don't know. What is the term for that too?
Yeah, you're taking it way too far right here.
I know that's a bit of a reach. But I'm just kind of curious now.
Now this is one of the first weeks where we don't have our third co-host in Fatal Blades. He actually is getting on his schedule, and sticking to it, which is kudos, homie. But we got Infinite Warfare's coming out here in the next the beta anyway is going to be out here in the next few days, and they're getting geared up for it, and we'll be talking about that at a later date. But yeah, he's getting ready to he beat the Modern Warfare remastered already.
Damn. Yeah, I saw he was streaming
not Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Call of Duty 4.
Call of Duty 4 rematch. I said Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 4.
It is Modern Warfare.
That's pretty fucked up. My wife knows what it is, and I don't. But it's okay. It's not Modern Warfare, though. That's not what it's called.
Call of Duty 4.
It's Call of Duty 4 remastered. That's it.
Yeah, but it is Modern Warfare. That's what it's considered. Call of Duty 4 started the Modern Warfare series. Then it was MW2, MW3. And then Black Ops and all that crap.
Anyway, Call of Duty 4 remastered. If you guys got the pre-order, if you guys still do pre-order it on any PS4, Xbox, or PC, you guys can get that Call of Duty 4 remastered and then a couple other things that come with it, which is it's a pretty good deal. It's about $100 though, so if you're actually saved up for it or whatever, and you're gonna pre-order it, like you already know what you're getting. But for those that just have money to burn and you want to buy something, you can buy it from me. I'm on Xbox. We got a PlayStation over there. But yeah, I'm on Xbox, and I'll play it on PC too. I don't care if you want to do that. So it would be appreciated.
Gears of War 4 just dropped too.
I know. I was really looking at that Gears of War. Like I'm getting into the pro scene of Gears of War, which is brand new still. So it's kind of like because I'm always looking at different games and different things that's going on with the esports nation. But we're just kind of looking at, and I want to play it myself anyway. So it's going to be something that will be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the beta a lot, so can't go wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Now,
too many games at once.
Right. Now we do want to say, guys, we're going to kind of keep it a little bit on the serious note here in the beginning, just because you guys know Hurricane Matthew has devastated many homes and quite a few people. So for our friends in the Southeast, please be safe. Prepare for Hurricane Matthew, what it's about to do. So just keep you in our thoughts and prayers. And when we get updates on what's going on, make sure you guys get on GeekyAntics.net. I believe more than likely, or we'll be tweeting it out and all that other stuff too. So, but our prayers and thoughts will go down there. So, you be safe too, homeboy.
Yeah, we'll get some of the wins, but we're not gonna get the brunt of it. It's mainly like Savannah that's gonna get a lot of it. The people on the East Coast, like really on the close to the beach, are gonna get it the worst, especially like north to south of Florida. Like everybody on that coast is.
Well, I was looking at pictures of it from where it hit down south, like further south, and there's people. South Florida really. Miami dodged a bullet, dude. Like a serious, like another one. Hurricane Andrew hit them pretty hard, and then Katrina. I think no, Katrina didn't hit South Florida, but it was something like they were about to have another Hurricane Andrew down there, which was really terrible. I think it was in '96, but so
crazy.
20 years ago actually. So, but yes, hope you guys stay safe down there, and if you guys that live down there, let us know what's going on. I mean, I know we can watch the news and we can do that, but let us hear from you guys. Make sure you guys are okay. So, major gang updates, huh?
So that's Tire Claw's on-site report. But just a fair warning, I was looking at something saying that the storm may come hook back around. So if you're in the clear right now, just be prepared, because they say the brunt of it's going to happen from 10 a.m. through the afternoon on Friday or tomorrow, wherever you are in the world.
And I'm kind of glad that I'm kind of glad. I mean, I'm not down there. I mean, but you're down there and stuff like that. I mean, it could get you. You never know. But it's something to where we're hoping it doesn't. But it's something to where I kind of feel. I don't know, because I lost it. Never mind.
I've been in the middle of some bad hurricanes before, so I know how it's like. You don't want to be outdoors when it hits.
Well, when I lived in Missouri for a little while, we were about a mile less than a half a mile away from a tornado, which I watch it touch down, go back down, go back up, and just it was going, like I said, about a half mile away, which is not that far. I mean, if it would have shifted, I'd have been fucked, because I was just standing out there with a video camera. Which there was stuff throwing. I mean, it was really, really windy, and I mean, there was nothing in our neighborhood that dropped or anything. But guys, we do have some major. This is major, guys. It's in all capital letters and highlighted yellow. Okay,
It has been for the past few weeks.
Major gang updates. Guys, the Extra Life hype continues. You guys, if you guys have not got on this or not even looked at it, look at it. You don't even have to. You don't have to take our words for it. Go to Extra Life. Just Google it. It's gonna come up with a whole bunch of shit. Extra Life. We're creating promo materials and incentives for brands donating $100 or more. As when we stream, when we do the Extra Life here, on is it going to be on this channel exactly? Right?
Yes. This is one channel. I mean, it's hard enough to get everybody to do it individually, and then if we try to have everybody do it, that's too much of a mess. So one channel, everybody can work in shifts, easy peasy, and even in spite of that, Jesus, it's like pulling teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here, this is a job. If you press this red button, I'll give you $100. Huh? So I pressed the button, right? Yes. With what exactly? Your finger, your nose, it doesn't matter as long as it's pushed and you did it. What about if I use an object to push it? Did you push the object? Yes, then that counts. I understand, people. It drives me crazy. Anyway, that's mainly me being grumpy because I don't feel good. But Jesus, come on, people. Super easy.
Mm-hmm. So, guys, put your money where your mouth is. It is to help a good cause. If you guys can't donate it, we understand. We're not going to dislike you or hate you. I might, but I hate everybody. But you guys can also join our team if you guys would like to. You can't donate and you really want to do something for it. Just let us know. Yogi will make sure that you get a temporary stream key for GeekyAntics, the network here that we're working on, and you will be able to help us stream. Just let us know when you want to. We'll be starting on November 5th for sure. We might go 3 to 5 days. We don't know exactly. I mean, if we're having some good turnout and people are wanting to just let us keeping, I mean, you could see 7 possibly. I'm not going to guarantee anything, so don't. Yogi said so. No. So, but Chris Gannon of the Gaming Death Podcast is already committed to the first 24 hours. Well, 24 hours himself, not the first, but he's going beast mode. I know for a fact that, which if you guys didn't hear the Gaming Death Podcast tonight, he is sick and really under the weather, I guess more so than us. And so he will be back next week, he said, and he said all this on Twitter. So, but make sure you guys, 9 o'clock Eastern time on Gaming Death, on Twitch. So, but I know Fatal Blades is going to be doing some. He's going to be doing some Call of Duty stuff with the new game coming out. I know Yogi's going to be doing some. I might even jump on there and do a few hours depending on where it's at and what we're doing. I know. Did you talk to Goldie yet?
Goldie is pretty much like a rock. Okay. Not like dependable rock. He always says he wants to help out, but then when I reach out to him, he's like herp or derp. So I don't know.
Well, I've been talking to him the last couple of days, and he said he was gonna get a hold of you. He must have.
Yeah, he's been like that from the beginning. Good guy, but when it comes to follow through, I think I'll hire some belly button lint to do some work first.
But it's like I said, guys, if you guys want to, we do need some more streamers. I know Morg was thinking about it at one point. But we'll see if you guys want to. Just join us. Let us know. We'll get you on the schedule. You pick your own time is fine. Yeah, that's. I mean, you have anything else?
Well, I don't even want to say schedule either because I know everybody has commitment issues. Just sign up, and so we know who we have to call on, and then we'll play it by ear like we always do. We'll have a tentative schedule, but you're not gonna be committed to something happens and someone else can fill in for you. But we need a head count. Like right now, it's just me and Chris that are signed up, and a bunch of maybes. And unfortunately, what that does is people come to the team page and they're like, "I want to donate." Oh, there's only 2 of you in the team. Okay. So it doesn't reflect all the activity and the stuff we have going on. It's kind of a bad look for us. But we'll get it together eventually.
Yeah, I just can't commit. That's the thing. I just don't. I don't want to tell you I'm going to do it. And
if you sign up, it's not a blood pact. You don't have, if you don't show up, you don't show up. But it just looks good. Hey, look at all these team members. Then cool. And all that does is you set a goal that you would like to raise money for. You don't even have to stream for it. You could just talk to local people, ask for money. Like, people are overthinking it. Like, I don't know.
Right. Well, it's kind of a shame. We still want streamers. So if you guys are interested, please get a hold of us ASAP. That means ASAP, as soon as possible. And get your name on the list. Go to GeekyAntics. To get your name on the list or to sign up for it, go to geekyantics.net/extra-life. And then we're going to go do it. Yeah, just go do it, guys.
Yes, and what I'm going to do is on that link, geekyantics.net/extra-life, I'll eventually have a page that will just describe the different ways you can support it and make it painfully easy. So, people just take action.
Oh, I got a Keurig at my house, bro. Like, I can go make cup, and then I'll have my wife here. We'll have, Fatal's here. So then when he's streaming, we're good, man.
Well, Obi's referring to his tire claw in the chat, asking about our coffee consumption during the show. Yeah, when you do the marathons, you definitely need to be caffeinated.
Definitely.
Obi still replies to the chat without acknowledging what the chat's saying. Then the audio listeners are like, "What? Who's he talking to? Yogi didn't say anything."
Blow me, Yogi.
No. What a nub. Anywho, preview members. If you want in on our Xbox Live Gaming Club, you have the Geeky Antics Network, and we have some other friends that set up clubs. And this is a real clean way to do the whole LFG thing. Find people that are looking for the same kind of game experiences you are. If you're sick and tired of playing with a bunch of no mic, squeaking, lone wolf, toxic troll pieces of shit.
He's talking about Siege, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's just about any game. And not Siege. It's like every game.
Primarily Siege right now is because that's what he's playing the most of.
No, I've been playing Overwatch and a bunch of other games too. If you log on to your Xbox, Oh, snap. Wow. Got him.
What a dick.
No, but it's just every game. And it cracks me up. All right, I understand in casual queues, people just want to play. They don't want to deal with the bullshit. But you're in ranked queues. It's competitive mode, especially in a team game where you need to communicate. No mic. I really don't see much reason for that. Yes, and especially in Siege, a game where it's a lot of strategy, a lot of tactics, and you need to have call-outs. Call of Duty, let's face it, most people go in there, they just run and gun in a camp. They don't really give a shit about each other. It's like, I got a kill streak. Obi's like shaking his head right now.
I am shaking my head.
I'm talking about pug play. In esports, the organized teams actually do work together and communicate. But in a random vacuum, that rarely happens. This is people just, look, I carried a team. I got 30 kills and won us the match. Good for you. You can't do that shit in Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, once in a while, someone will carry, but it's much easier when everybody works together and just says, hey, I saw a guy break through this window. I heard something over here, But that can't happen if you don't have a mic.
Yeah, sometimes, though, when you do that shit, like, every person runs over there. I'm like, why did you guys all leave? Like,
Well, that's just, the thirst for killing or just bad sense. But having that call out is better than nothing. What they do with that information, that's a whole different story.
Right.
I can tell you, drop to the ground, and someone will be like...
We should be able to play a little bit tomorrow. I know I got some stuff I need to do, and I got I'm on a basketball kick right now, so I've been playing lots of 2K16. So
on PC,
on both Xbox and PC.
Oh.
So if you want to play some 2K16 tomorrow on Xbox too, I'm going to be playing some. So, but Blades has got my capture card, so he can start getting his stream going with his PS4. So, I'll probably end up getting another one later on. Probably get an Elgato, so I'll have one of each. See how which one works best, and then go with that. Because like AverMedia doesn't mix well with OBS Studio at all.
That's a shame.
So, unfortunately, well, I mean, they might fix it. I mean, the OBS Studio is still relatively new and all that. So, if they do fix it, then definitely, I have no problem with it. But the setup with AverMedia versus Elgato, Elgato's a little bit easier, and you all know me. I need easy. So. Yeah. What we got?
So, we got Facebook groups. If you haven't heard yet, we have GeekyAntics PC and Xbox One gaming community. That's kind of our all-purpose group for all things gaming. Everything except PlayStation. I mean, we don't want you in here. Just kidding. You come in here too. We'll just laugh at you. Well, we're not obviously getting in.
PlayStation. Hey, I'll let you know something, homeboy. I know you're gonna play it, but if I gotta learn to like PlayStation, so do you. For now.
No, I respect the PlayStation community. I just don't want to be a part of it. The difference.
Oh no, I don't even respect the PlayStation community. I just have to.
Yeah.
Like it's just so many things that PlayStation has done. I know, like BFT is one of our most faithful followers, and he's PlayStation all the way. But it's one. Well,
he's PC now, so he doesn't even matter anymore.
PC now,
he left
but
console altogether.
Like he was PlayStation through and through. He was Sony, that diehard Sony fanboy. So it's something to where I just, with what PlayStation Sony has done with esports and their Bluetooth with their controllers, their wireless controllers, and all of them are wireless, but the Bluetooth problem, like especially when you're at tournaments, and I'm talking, this is like the esports side, so when you're at tournaments and stuff like that, it's just, yeah. I mean, one person can have their phone on and have their Bluetooth turned on there, and it could fuck up the whole. It could mess one person up, and that one person might be in a 1v1, to win the match.
So there's a few problems I see with this. I still find it funny that they would choose Sony PlayStation,
well, I mean,
as the esports platform, considering
they gave them a good deal. I mean, they gave them.
I know
Sony paid more than. I mean, a whole bunch more than Xbox did. Now,
I get that, but
with all the
why aren't you using wired controllers? Come on, why would you use wireless? It's just so many problems. Batteries run out. Wireless signal interference. Like, that's just asking for trouble.
Mm-hmm.
The competitive environment, you're gonna use wired.
Honestly, hopefully they do. They go back to Xbox here next year. I mean, they had a 2-year contract with them, so. It is what it is, no worries. I mean, all the players hate it, all the team, the team, the owners of the prospective teams and organizations are pissed, just because like it's been several times where owners are pissed because their team lost because of a Bluetooth connectivity, where they would have, instead of gotten 5th or 9th, they would have top 8'd. To where the prize money is a huge difference, and some of them you don't get 9th, you don't get nothing. It's top 8. You have to top 8 to make to get money, and that's where the owners of the organizations are all up in a frenzy, saying what the hell, we don't like this. But MLG and it's Activision. It's Activision and Sony made a deal, so it's all good. Sony's shooting themselves in the foot, face, belly, whatever you want to call it, and they're shooting themselves several times. It's coming back to Xbox. Just watch.
Why not? Like I said, at least out of all the people I know that are big Sony PlayStation fans, none of them are multiplayer guys. They're single-player gamers, and once in a while they'll tickle something online, but it's not really their thing. This is never made sense for esports to move that way. I know that's according to the bid, but
money talks, bullshit walks, homeboy.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna freaking have a satanic ritual in St. Patrick's Cathedral just because the space is nice. It's kind of stupid logic. Oh, hey, nice space. You mind if you worship the devil here? Oh, no problem. Yeah, here you go.
Right.
I don't know. It's a deal that was just set up to fail.
We got another group, don't we?
Yeah, so we got the other group we got is the Fantasy Football and Sports Theory Craft for sexy, smart, casual players. Now you don't have to look up for all of that. You do Fantasy Football and Sports Theory Craft, it'll come up. But I wanted to make sure that people knew if they joined, not only were they joining a casual group, but they were also sexy and smart. So you should join a group. And if you don't, then we'll assume that you're not any of those things.
You're fucking weird. That's all.
Yeah, that's just a place for not just fantasy football talk, but eventually we'll talk all sports and different theory crafting and stuff. Definitely. I didn't want to make it just fantasy football specific. Of course, everybody has to be like, well, I'm not really into football. I'm a hockey. I'm a baseball. It's like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah.
Just join it's a social thing.
To those people, you just have to say, hey, sorry, we're doing fantasy football. If we start a fantasy baseball team, or a league, we will let you know. If we start if we start a fantasy hockey league, we will let you know. We'll put it out just like we're putting out fantasy football. It might be something to where we do two or three different sports a year. I don't want to do baseball because it's too fucking long. One, unless they have like month-long things or week-long things. But I'm good. Like there's too many players. There's too many. I'm so out of the baseball thing.
And baseball games are so hard to forecast.
Yeah, because you could have a 390 hitter with freaking most home runs in the league, and he has one bad game. He goes 0-4 with two freaking botches. What are they called? Errors. You never know. Or a Justin Verlander type pitcher that's a great pitcher, and you say, well, I got him. He's going to do good every time he pitches. All right. And he gets 10 home runs hit on him in one game. Hey, nah, screw that crap. I'm good.
I think in my experience, fantasy basketball is pretty safe. Hockey is pretty safe.
Did you see I beat the living shit out of Blades this Sunday? I beat his ass. Like, straight up.
I don't mind. I could lose the rest of the season. I'll be happy because I destroyed Rumpelstomp, Mr. Talk Shit. Yeah, where's the shit talking now, son? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Yogi, can you take any longer with your picks? I'm doing some calculations. Fuck yourself. Not talking so big now. Ooh, and David Johnson. I only have one player play so far in our league. David Johnson scored me 33.5 fantasy points.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's against Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Abby.
Oh, boy. Dude, if Abby would actually put in her players, she'd actually probably be almost undefeated like you are.
Yeah, she's got a strong team. Brandon Marshall, Lamar Miller, T.Y. Hilton. Delaney Walker, Mike Evans, Jesus, Mark Ingram. Yeah, Graham Gano. The Broncos defense was one of the top ones this year.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals defense actually isn't that bad. They scored 20.9 points.
Right.
He's got Gary Barnidge, another good tight end. Brandon Cooks. She's benching Brandon Cooks. Oh, my God.
But, guys, we will get into all that fun here later. We don't want to give too much. In case you guys were wondering, the opening of our show here, is Jet Lag Dubstep, and our outro is Robot Bunny. And, of course, all that music is royalty-free, brought to you by Techno Access, Techno with a K. Make sure you give them a visit, and just at technox.com for more awesome music. He's got all kinds of stuff, thousands of songs or thousands of done so that he made himself. So yeah, that's usually. But tonight on the show, guys, we are going to we're skipping the news to talk more gaming and catch up for the tech issues from last week because we've missed a bunch. It's the first big bye week, of course, in NFL, so we're going to talk about the fantasy football insights, goodies to share. Fall TV is off to an amazing start. Oh, fuck yes, it is. I'm happy. Of course, we are going to talk about what we've been playing, what we've been watching. Did we mention Extra Life? Oh, yeah. You guys should join us. It's a great cause. Comment, share, donate yourself, or try to get other people to donate. Go around your own town. Be like, hey, I'm doing something for Extra Life with GeekyAntics.net, and give them everything. They can look us up for themselves. That's fine. But go get it. You guys can. If you guys want to join the stream team, of course, for this, for Extra Life, you can go to GeekyAntics.net/Extra Life. We're going to continue talking about Rainbow Six Siege and maybe other games that we've been playing on Xbox One and, of course, PC. If you're listening live, come join the guys in the chat rooms over at allgames.com and, of course, right here at twitch.tv/GeekyAntics. Better yet, you guys can come join us in Discord if you guys want to throw your 2 cents in. All you get is 2 cents, but you can throw it in. Just go ahead.
Wants to share a rumor with us real quick that Boom Studios and DC are teaming up for a Justice League versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic series. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Though the Justice League would clearly win, even though Marvel heroes are better than DC. But in that scenario, what are Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? What are they gonna do?
But again, if you guys are in live, you guys here in chat, all you gotta do is hit !Discord. And you guys can get the information for that. And, of course, it's a permanent link, so you guys don't have to worry about, like, oh, is this link all used up already? No, you can get in still. But by the way, guys, if you guys are new to the show, welcome to the gang. What's the gang? What's the gang? Geeky Antics and Network and Global. The gang is a loving community that we call Jesus Christ.
You call it Jesus Christ?
The gang is Jesus, damn it.
Let's keep it moving.
You freaking keep going. The gang is is our community here at Geeky Antics. Hashtag Geeks Unite, and of course, hashtag Potter and Family. You're an ass. This show is about you guys. Yes, you, the awesome geeks, gamers, content creators that give a voice to the little guy. And, of course, bring out some new things just to shake things up. Yogi does it to me on purpose, guys. But HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play, and Yogi gets yelled at. Yep. We're the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics Network in collaboration with AllGames.com, Tangent Bound Network, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, and more. Our show and more. Our show covers the aspect of geek culture with a special focus on Indiana strategy games, technologies, rants. Sorry, take a breath. Issues geeks face, and, of course, community events that we try to put on or try to be a part of, like Extra Life. Did I say that before? Yeah, Extra Life. Sometimes we even talk about tabletop and retro gaming and food. Why food? I mean, such a generic or a weird. We're a gaming network and we're a gaming podcast, and yeah, we talk about food all the time. There's not a show where we don't talk about food just because.
If there is a show, though, it might be this one because, yeah.
Yeah, we're not pretty much talking about food right now. We're both not feeling good.
It's bad when your appetite is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. We're both, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you let everybody know a little bit more about HorsePLAY Live?
Yeah, we're live and uncut. Crazy things can and will happen. Like Obi pointed out, we rant a lot, and unlike some shows that say they're live and that they interact, we actually do engage with our audience. We like to get you involved, and the derailing stuff that happens thereof is part of the fun. One of the things I think that we try to get everybody on board with, and I know I truly believe in, is authenticity, passion, and transparency. So, those three things together, it could be a recipe for beautiful friendships, but it could also be a recipe for disaster because the chances are that people are going to get offended. I mean, we live in a world where everybody gets offended by everything. Everything bothers someone, and everything has to be some kind of hashtag or cause or big shit storm. Come on, people. Life's too short. We can choose your battles. Let's just love each other more. But with that, I think you should just have fun and keep an open mind and come along for the ride. Remember, this is HorsePLAY. With a name like that, you can only expect 4 things: horses, furries, bronies, and shenanigans. And we try to stick with the latter because the rest of the stuff's a little bit borderline. Someone's posting weird. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with the heads of DC heroes. That is very troubling.
Disturbing. That's very disturbing right now. Guys, don't forget, HorsePLAY Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, 4 a.m. GMT. Oh, I thought you were done. On Twitch channels, GeekyAntics, and simulcast on YogiZilla.
I was done.
With that? Oh, okay, you put your marker up there. Just for those in the one on YogiZilla is for those that are either watching on mobile or with your internet sucks. You can go watch it on Yogi's. Roughly the same show. And it's not that I record in 1080 or I stream in 1080 or anything. I stream in 720, so you should be able to. But just in case you can't, go over there and check him out. HorsePLAY Live Replay now is also available on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on the network that started G4 TV. All Games Radio Network, and that's allgames.com. Go check that out. Do it now. Anyway, back into it. Yeah, I lost my spot. We do have... we do. Yeah, I think it's right here, if I'm not mistaken. We doing deals for some deals for cheap bastards.
Just a quick reminder to make sure you snag the free monthly game from the Ubi 30 celebration. Ubisoft celebrating 30 years in the business.
I got a lot of Ubisoft games, so I might have it already.
They're mainly doing like the classic stuff though, so there might be some stuff you don't have there.
Probably won't
I think
get
it's still
anyway.
the crew.
The crew.
But anyway,
I'm good.
You get the Uplay app, and then you could add it to your library. I think you might be able to do it through the mobile app as well. I'm not sure 100%.
I am pissed off about the some of the previous freebies that did include Rayman Origins, Splinter Cell, and of course Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. I didn't want that one, but I didn't. Splinter Cell, then I loved, I played Splinter Cell on, you're gonna laugh at me or yell at me, but I played Splinter Cell on PS2. back in the day. I mean, it was like one of those things where it's like one of the cool games because you could be a stealthy ninja and fucking drop behind somebody and stab them in the back of the neck and kill them instantly without any sound, and like fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Splinter Cell games were really good. They kind of fell off. I think it was a combination of things. Like Assassin's Creed kind of filled that void, even though one's modern, one's not, obviously. But it kind of scratches the same itch for the stealth.
There's something else that is on the next of the games with gold. It's not just Assassin's Creed Chronicles.
Oh yeah, I didn't check what it is now. But yeah, just check your games with gold. And please, don't judge a game by how it looks. A lot of times you don't know if a game is good until you try it. Add it to your account. It's free. And I talked to a few people about this. It's like, do you get all the games that come with games with gold? Like, no, I don't have Xbox One. Oh, no, I only get it if it's something I like. Well, do you like going to a restaurant and just, you know what? A lot of people do that. They don't order anything new. They don't eat something if it looks funny.
I do the same thing though. Like I don't like if I go to a Mexican restaurant or something like that. Like I'll get one of two things. I'll either get fajitas because I know they're good, and I get arroz con pollo because I know it's good. That's it.
Right.
Like I have to.
But
order
you're spending money there, right?
Right, but I have to order it special. I mean, I can't have onions, stuff. So I have like the rice without onions. And then the fajitas without onions on the plate. And normally I don't get peppers either. So it's
gosh, you're boring. Jesus, I would hate cooking for you. Like, don't put anything that makes it taste good. Just put the rice and salt and pepper.
I can have the I can have like onion powder and like onion salt and stuff like that. I just can't have the
raw
onions. Even if they're cooked, I can't have that. It's just I don't really feel like I have a little minor headache when I eat the onion powder and stuff, which is nothing at all. Like I'm great. Like I can taste it. I can taste it has the onion powder in there, but I don't get that massive migraine for a week. So it's something, but anyway, the other game with Xbox One, of course, what like I said, was Assassin's Creed Chronicles China, and it's called Mega Baseball.
Oh,
I played this game last night because I was bored and I wanted something to do. It is so funny. It's so funny. It's good. Like I started a season. Like I'm liking it. And then, of course, on the 16th through the 15th of November, it's going to be a game called The Escapists. It's a 2D.
That's a good game.
It's a 2D side-scrolling, 360 side-scrolling. It's Xbox One, but it's a 360 side-scrolling type game where you got to escape from various. I think it's from prison, and I've actually played it.
I've streamed it a couple of times on.
Was it 360?
No, PC.
Was it on PC?
Yeah.
But,
a lot of these games now.
Fun. It's a little fun game, so whatever. I plan on getting.
It kind of reminds me of that game Monaco. Remember when we played that?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of reminds me of that. But yeah, again.
Monaco.
Yeah, the 4-player. The 4-player overhead game where you gotta like get past. It's kind of like.
Yeah, I remember. I remember. I was thinking of because I played Tropico 4.
Yeah, it's a whole different
I've been
kind
playing
of game.
that, and you know what I mean. Yeah, but and then of course on the Xbox 360, right now, October 1st through the 15th is going to be Reflex, which is a dirt bike game. It's MXAV. Or ATV, and then 16th through the 31st is I Am Alive, which is kind of like a jump scare game. It's for mature, but I got the dirt bike game too. So if you guys want to play, let's go. It's multiplayer, so let's roll.
Yeah, Reflex is good too. And what I was saying, don't be afraid to grab these free games because a lot of people, like I said, I was talking to a lot of people and it's they're not spending money. It's not costing anything to get it. It's not an either or proposition. It's not like they're wasting the credits or anything. Like, well, I can have this freebie or that freebie. No, you just add it to your account. You have to install it. You don't even have to have the space for it. You just add it to your account and then it's linked to your account. But the reason a lot of people don't get them is because they feel a little guilty, like they're robbing money from developers. Like it actually helps because what happens, people will see you playing those games, and they may miss out on the deal, or they may not have gold, and they'll end up going to buy it because see everybody else playing it, or they'll want to play with other people. After it goes off Xbox Live and games with gold, people may still be playing it. Like Van Helsing, that's a good example.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, right? Sorry.
Well, and then buy it so they can play with you. So it's everybody wins.
Right, and it's something too, like it's not like it's a $2 game or anything. The baseball game is $19.99. Escapist is $19.99. Reflex is $29.99. It's still a $30 game for 360. But backwards compatible. But and then the I Am Alive is $15. So I mean, it's still like 80, 20, 40, 60, 70, $84 worth of game or in games. So, but Tiger Claw says I don't think it has. He played. Which one did you play yesterday? The baseball game?
Who, me?
No, I'm talking Tiger Claw. Tiger Claw said I played this game yesterday. Was it the baseball game?
Yeah, or the baseball game? Yeah, he said that as the play with big heads and stuff.
The baseball game does not have multiplayer. I already checked. And then he said, "Is the game? Yeah, it's the game with the big heads. They have like giant bats, and I mean, you actually got to try to hit a home run. I mean, once you get your rhythm, you're hitting home runs every time. Like I had to move the difficulty up to the hardest level, and I was still beating the computer 15-1. It's just timing. If you especially if you can get a hanging curveball, that some bitch is gone. Like I've actually hit one out of the park. Yeah.
That's the way most baseball games are. Like once you get the rhythm, it's like you can't stop.
Yeah. And now the reflex one, which you need to get right now. The reflex game that is multiplayer, so we could actually play online together. Like we would be in the same game, and we'd set up a map or set up a track and play. And then you can do, and I think if you do like the single player version where you can soup up your bikes and stuff, you can actually bring those bikes into multiplayer, as long as it meets like if it's a 300cc race or 150cc race, then you can't bring a 200cc bike into it or something. You'd have to have that 150. So yeah, mega, it's Super Mega Baseball Extra Innings. It's a great fucking game. I love it.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people playing that. Like, why is everybody playing this? It must be the free game.
What's this last one?
What?
Halo.
Last one, what?
Halo Forge.
Oh, yeah, the Halo Forge bundle that they have on Windows 10 is basically Halo 5. We talked about it a bunch of times already. It's Halo 5, but without matchmaking. And people are saying, well, it's limited. Well, it's not really. All you got to do is have a pre-made party. It won't matchmake you, but that's not a huge deal. You have friends that play Halo 5, you party up with them, and then you could play custom maps or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say it could be good if you have a bunch of friends that play Halo. I mean, especially if you have like hey, we're gonna play Halo. You could do that in like a LAN tournament settings, stuff like that, to where the game would be Halo Forge, but then trying to practice on that game would be near impossible because of the amount of people that don't play it.
Well, not even that. It's people don't want to get Windows 10, so I'm one of them.
Dude, there was a problem, and I know you talked to her, Cammy, from my guild, and she was having a problem, and she I keep telling everybody, like, I've never had a problem with Windows 10. Hold on. And I like it where everything works great for me. Maybe I don't try to do a bunch of things that other people do with, like, just, I don't know, music programs or, whatever. I'm pretty simple. I don't, because really, if I fuck it up, I don't know how to fix it.
Yeah.
I'm freaking out. I'm calling people like, Yogi, I fucked up my computer. What do I do?
Yeah, if you're doing simple stuff, just playing games, using web browsers,
I'm playing games. I'm playing games that have it's a big PC with a good video card. So I play games with it. That's it.
Yeah.
I got a different computer for business when I do, like TSE stuff. So I mean, shit.
Eventually, I have Windows 10 on partition, but I don't want it to be my main operating system. The whole fact that it forces updates down your throat, that's already a no-go for me.
Yeah,
and I have it in my house. I just refuse to have it on my main computer. Fuck that.
Right. Well, we're going to keep going, guys, and get right into it because we're almost a freaking hour in already. So, here we go. Quickie. Today's quickie, guys. This week's quickie. We're done already. Good job. All right, next topic. Just kidding. This week's quickie, of course, is fantasy football week 5. The second bye week will really test teams, of course. Contending for the playoffs in a lot of leagues. TSE league, not so much because there's like 6 of us and 2 of us don't do anything with our teams. So it's something like it's a 4-man league. Basically, the 4 that are fighting right now are going to be the ones in the playoffs. Just saying. Because I mean, it's all good. Hey, it's good. I mean, I guarantee you, next year, even if we don't have a bunch of people, like we're gonna have at least 16. We're gonna at least 16 because I'm gonna start doing this in the summertime. Like August, hey guys, fantasy football's coming up, TSE league, let's go, and then plus we'll have players for TSE that'll play and all that other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk on this?
What? Was that English?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, really. But last week was pretty brutal, with several unexpected players scoring well over 30 points. And several players scoring well under 30 points. There were some ringers and there were some dingers. Okay? Fatal had a couple dingers. That's how I beat his ass. I mean, I beat him by like 40 points or more. Like after 5 o'clock on Sunday, my points went straight up. His kind of leveled off. So, if you want our scrub insights, because we are scrubs. Well, Yogi is. He wrote this, so we'll just think that we're all talking about him. But if you guys want a more casual perspective, you guys can contact us on Twitter at GeekyAntics or email mail@geekyantics.net. We'd love to theorycraft with you, and of course, make sure you go join us on the Facebook league or page. It's the Fantasy Football Theory.
Fantasy Football and Sports Theory Craft.
There you go. I was trying to scroll up and I'm like, I ain't gonna find that.
I'll write it in there for you. Fantasy Football and Sports.
But I know for one fact. Now there's a couple of people that are coming back. You guys know some of the a specific team that happened to do some things that got them in trouble last season. Dumbasses. My guy. Fuck, I gotta pull this shit up now because now I'm not gonna think of it. But of course, Tom Brady is back, so Fatal is actually happy. Glad he's not playing right now.
Do you know that they must have known they were gonna get caught with that whole thing? They actually had his payments phase so that they wouldn't land when he was suspended, so he wouldn't get paid, like, docked any pay. So, like, the suspension he had to serve cost him nothing, pretty much.
Yeah, he didn't have to pay anything. Yeah.
He just basically had unpaid vacation.
Dragons actually beat my ass already. It's just Thursday. What the hell?
He beat you already.
It's like he's beating me already. He's already got 26 points.
Oh yeah, Arizona played.
Freaking, who scored his ass 26 points? Oh, Larry Fitzgerald. That explains it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple.
Larry Fitzgerald, man, he's not age. He's always a great player.
I got a couple ringers in the mix here. I got a couple. Off the air, I might need you to look at my lineup and actually look at it and say, hey, you might want to do this, because like I do research every week, and it's just not. It's like this, It's basically saying, Obi, you're a dumbass, and I'm just not feeling. Yeah.
I hate the freaking NFL app because it's hard for me to see the other matches. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, Rampelstomp. Yeah. But he didn't start his quarterback. Mr. Talk Shit benched Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, because he knew he was going to win.
And he benched Matt Ryan.
He benched both of them? I didn't put in the 49ers because I didn't know they played on Thursday.
No, he
I lost 12 points. I know what he did. He took out players to make it more fair, he said.
That's what he said?
Mm-hmm.
He told you that.
Because he knows my team sucks.
Oh, my Lord.
That kind of hurt when he said that. He goes, dude, your team sucks, so I'm going to take out players to make it more fair.
Oh, man.
And him not realizing that we're both 2-2. So, I mean, it's not it's not like he's 4-0 going to blow me out.
You got Le'Veon Bell, though, so...
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
You're good rest of the season.
Yeah, I
Greg Olsen.
I think I'm going to. I have so many people that are did not practice, and I just don't know. I'm probably going to put in Latavius Murray, just because my lineup will be, because I have to. Matt Stafford, even though they're playing against Philly, which Philly's a fairly. Eagles give up the fewest fantasy points to quarterbacks. Their secondary is really, really good. But I got Le'Veon Bell, Devontae Freeman, Travis Benjamin, Michael Floyd from Arizona, Greg Olsen, which I'm probably going to have to play. But then I got to actually pull out, and I'm probably going to put in... I wanted to put in Marvin Jones, but I'm looking at Jordan Matthews that I have for Philadelphia. So it's kind of one of those toss-ups.
It looks like you need some receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got Floyd. And he's one of those guys that
he's sucking right now.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that has 1 or 2 amazing games every now and then you feel bad benching him, but then you leave him, and then he's like,
mm-hmm.
He might need someone better. Because he's Redskins, right?
What about Emmanuel Sanders?
Emmanuel Sanders would be a good replacement for him, but I think he was dinged up.
Well, it says he doesn't have anything. He's available.
You need some receivers.
Yeah.
This week, one of the good pickups on the waiver wire is Sammy Coates. Because you got Marcus Whedon.
What position does he play?
Ow. Wide receiver. That's I'm sharing it. You got Marcus Whedon. You got Antonio Brown. You know, Sammy Coates is getting a lot of targets. Marcus Whedon, not so much, even though he's supposed to be WR2. So Sammy Coates is still on a lot of waiver wires. You might be able to snag him.
He's available. I just need to. I'm just kind of don't know who I want to. I don't know. I know Sanders is pretty reliable, but they're playing Atlanta, and I don't know. I think how's Atlanta's secondary?
We have a decent secondary. We got a good. We stopped the rush pretty well.
Right.
The secondary isn't that great. It depends on what position. Like they'll usually limit the WR1s a little bit, but after that, there's not really cornerbacks to spare, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So it depends. They're not as bad as the Saints, let me tell you. Saints defense, oof. That's one you don't want to field unless you want to hemorrhage points. Oh, and to answer your question, Tiger Claw, the only team that's still undefeated right now is actually the Broncos. Former Super Bowl champs. Weren't they the champs last year? I've lost track already.
I don't know.
Last year's Super Bowl was kind of like, man, no one really cared. Like, oh yeah, they won. Okay, cool. Like that, the year the Seahawks lost to.
Michael Floyd. He already played.
Oh, that's a shame. That's bad for you. I would have told you to bench him.
Well, I didn't. Whatever.
Yeah, Michael Floyd is like one of those players like Pierre Garçon. What's another good example? Trying to think who else I could put in the same level. They're not bad players, just they're more like WR3s, flex plays, or if you have nothing else better to do, but they're not guys you want to rely on week to week.
Right. Yeah, I think
on a bye week maybe.
Emmanuel Sanders will actually be better than a couple people on my league, on my team. So even if I can't, because Michael Floyd didn't get no points. Like, he got me nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it was like he was hurt or something. Like, what the hell?
Eddie Royal, that's the other guy I was thinking about. These players, they're like household names, and they got some talent. They'll have some big games, but then they'll go back to hiding. So week to week, be careful with those guys. Oh, Golden Tate, that's another one. But with Golden Tate, they actually say they want to involve him more, and they say he's WR2 in the depth chart or whatever. But I don't know. They can't seem to get him to get the production. Yeah. I might even put Des Bryant in that group because I'm still not impressed with Des Bryant this season, and I don't see what people have seen in him in the past. Because the player every time I've owned Des Bryant since he came to the NFL, it's been nothing but heartache. It's like, ugh. I don't care who he was in the college scene, NFL, and for fantasy purposes. Which brings us to the topic of stud receivers that are not living up to their name. I'm going to throw a few names out. The one that's personally been killing me is Amari Cooper, who a lot of rankings have in the top 10 to 20 overall. Yeah. So NFL.com has him in the 20th spot, but he's not been producing at that level.
So
the guy that's been, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
So Mark Cooper is one of those guys that I know he's gonna end up having the breakout game and then being amazing. So you don't want to drop him, but it's like when you try to offer it to people, unless they know the caliber of player he is, they're like, I don't want that. He hasn't scored shit. if you got Crabtree, Michael Crabtree, he's been killing it. He's been really the dependable receiver on that Raiders offense.
Yeah, I believe. Who has Crabtree? I think. I honestly think Raffle has him. No, he doesn't.
See, on our league, on the TSC league, that Crabtree isn't that good because we don't do PPR. But like last week, if we do, it's a very low scoring because last week in most of the leagues I was in, Crabtree scored like 26 points, something around that. And the TSC league, he only got like 17, 18. That's a big difference. Man. Like, Crabtree is getting the targets. He's getting a lot of the workload. Amari Cooper, I guess, is supposed to be like the
Crabtree,
the red zone guy.
I don't know. No, we have PPR.
It must be, I don't know, half point or less. I don't know. But see, here's the other thing. Amari Cooper has yet to score a touchdown this season. That's a troubling thing for someone who, on paper, is top 20 wide receiver. That's a big deal. I mean, top 20, that puts you in the elite class. So it's a painful one to hold on to. Another one is Allen Robinson. Super talented player. Last year had an amazing season. This season he's been reliable, scoring at least 10 points per week in just about any format. But he's on the Jacksonville Jaguars, so yep. I still think they could come around, and I think he's going to have some bigger games. So you definitely want to hold on to him, unless you get a good deal.
Yeah. Michael Crabtree is actually on your team.
I wasn't sure. I was looking.
Retard.
Well, I have him in like a few leagues. I'm in multiple leagues for GeekyAntics.
Yeah.
And then the one where
last week he scored 33.
Really? Because when I looked at his had him less. So I must have looked. So yeah, I don't know.
It really doesn't matter. I mean, I can look like right now anyway.
I mean, either way, that's really good. I mean, the point is, he's getting the workload.
And you beat his ass. 172 to 122. Jesus. Yeah.
And the sad part is I had better players on the bench too. I was gonna score over 200.
You didn't even play Crabtree.
Nope. I was going to, but I don't know.
Like last week. Why does it say? It says you have him, but he's not even nowhere on your list.
I don't know. Moving on.
Yeah.
Allen Robinson, definitely want to hold on to, or he's still. I would still sell him high if you do get rid of him. Randall Cobb is one you want to probably get rid of as soon as possible. Maybe a Packers fan. Maybe someone that's really desperate for a wide receiver and wants to capitalize on some of that love Aaron Rodgers has going on. The thing is, you would expect his value to go up with Jordan Nelson back, and not really happening. So, kind of an awkward situation there. And I don't know if it's going to turn around. If you got the space on the bench to stash him, then sure, but I don't know. Jordan Nelson, I trust.
You should trade me with Crabtree, bro.
Trade you Crabtree?
Yeah.
Why? Because they have. Speaking of which, I have Jordan Nelson.
Because I'm playing Dragon. I need all the help I can get.
I'm gonna give you Crabtree now.
Trade him to me, and I'll trade him back to you next week. If you want, I don't care. Give me one of your buy players, and I'll trade them back to you, or I'll give you one of my buy players that I want back. And you got fucking okay, yeah. Now, real quick, because we need to get off this. This is too long for a quickie. Your opinion on the top 10 defenses in the league for fantasy points.
The top 10?
What do you want to do? The top 15? Would that help?
I tell you who the worst ones are: the Saints, Buccaneers.
No, I didn't ask for that. I want the top 10. No, what? You don't have a top 10, really?
No, well, I don't know where you're getting this from, but I do happen to know some.
No, like your top 10 for defenses in the league.
The Chiefs are really strong. Broncos.
Yeah, I know they are, you bastard.
I'd even trust the Texans week to week. A lot of people tell you to switch out your defenses, play the matchup. Who the fuck wants to keep a backup defense on their bench when you could be stashing good players? Defenses normally don't score you that much, and unless you have the freak week like I have where they score 40, 50 points off of DST. That does not happen very often.
Yeah, you kind of pissed me off with that one.
Vikings are good.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens.
You think Baltimore's good?
Yeah, Baltimore's pretty solid, yeah.
What about the Rams?
No, hell no. Rams is in the bottom of the barrel along with the Saints. Pretty much anybody that goes against the Rams, the Saints, the Bucks, expect a shootout because they're not going to stop the passing game.
So I'll give you 5 teams. You tell me the best one out of the 5. All right. Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm doing. Baltimore Ravens, San Diego Chargers, New England Patriots, Washington Redskins, or Jacksonville Jaguars.
Personally, I'll go Ravens. Patriots are close second. Their secondary isn't that good, but their rush defense is good.
Okay. There, you heard it here, guys. You heard it here first. Yeah.
Obi's like, we're taking too long, but he's getting his homework done. He's like, So tell me, what do you think about
taking too long? What do you mean? I would never. Dude, that's insulting.
You were saying that, and then you're like doing some little research here, sneaky dog. You.
I would never do that.
By the way, according to the experts over at NFL.com, they have the Ravens as number 15 defense, and where the hell are the Patriots? Wait a minute, see it. Oh, they actually have my number 2. Oh. I don't know why they have it so high. I don't know if I trust that. Wait, the Patriots are playing against the Browns? Oh, yeah, I'd pick the Patriots. Yeah, I'm sorry, but the Browns, they got Terrell Pryor and Isaiah Crowell. That's about it. Both great players, but it's still the Browns. Yeah, I might trust that. And I don't like the Patriots, but kind of have to agree with them there. Yeah, I have to go with the Patriots there. Just for the matchup.
Okay. We heard it here first, guys. All your casual, noobish, or whatever he said earlier, opinions, of course. What's next, Yog? I'm kind of...
Here's a quick run through on wide receiver, and then we'll move on. DeAndre Hopkins, another one that's I feel has been disappointing. Will Fuller, I think, is the better wide receiver there, and I think he's still going to be strong going forward. So I think aside of the one off game that Will Fuller had, I think he's still going to be good week to week. So trust him, unless you have an option you feel way better about. Trust me, if you bench Will Fuller and he has another one of those 20, 30-point games, you'll regret it. Devontae Parker, talented player, but he's on the Dolphins, and I like Miami, but it's just a heartbreak team. Devontae Parker try to trade him because that's not if you're in the league with 10, 12 teams or more, let's say. Chances are there's people that need wide receivers during these bye weeks and they're desperate. They need those extra points. They'll scoop up a Devontae Parker. Maybe they'll give you Allen Robinson in exchange.
Right.
That'd be a better trade. On paper, it would be trading down for that person, but in fantasy points, they're comparable. Devontae Parker has upside. He's not very reliable. Allen Robinson has been very reliable, but we're not seeing the upside. So it kind of balances out. Yeah, sure, why not? There's a narrative. There's always a narrative you can sell. Because trades are rarely, balanced. So you just have to sell it so people can see the benefits of them. Don't try to be complete rape. Like this guy tried to trade me 2 guys that were injured and a guy that's semi-decent. Actually, it was Isaiah Crowell. And then he wanted Eli Manning, who's going to have a really good matchup this week. And Jordy Nelson. Who else did he want? And Tevin Coleman. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a shitty trade.
Uh-huh.
It made no type of sense. What do you mean Carson Palmer? Who's not even good when he's healthy. I barely trust him when I own him. Some people... Man, I know you're desperate, but they'll try to rape people. This is a note about wide receivers. It's interesting because some of the WR1s, they'll get the extra coverage and they'll still get the job done, like an Antonio Brown or Julio Jones. People know those are the main guys, but they still get the job done. Like, you can't stop them, right? As long as the quarterback does their job, throws it far enough, hard enough, so they could do what they need to do, dive, run faster, put their arms out. They'll do it. Just don't throw it to the ground or throw it into my defender,
So do you think...
they'll do their work.
Do you think... I know this is kind of... We were talking about wide receivers, but do you think, the one quarterback that hasn't thrown an interception yet, do you think Dak Prescott will actually continue to... surprise people with Dallas?
I think Dak Prescott should keep the starting job, and Tony Romo's going to be out of a job. Let's put it like that.
I'm saying, do you think that he's going to be able to keep doing that? Is what I'm like. Do you think that Dak Prescott's going to be able to continue to try to get that no interception thing, or is Jerry Jones just like, oh, Romo's coming back? Sorry, brother. Sorry, little guy. We'll start you next year when he doesn't have any more time left.
Yeah. Jerry Jones does seem to have an unhealthy
He's got a fucking
loyalty.
boner for him, dude. Like, Jerry Jones has a boner from hell for Romo. That's been his quarterback.
Yeah.
That's been his guy.
Yeah. Blue doesn't like it either. The moment you mentioned Tony Romo, she'd be like, meow, meow.
I know, she didn't. Until I started calling his name. I'm sorry. Until I start calling his name, she was like, bitch, what the hell? You better shut your mouth.
I mean...
How's Derek Carr doing, actually? I haven't heard of him. I need to look him up.
Derek Carr is really good.
With the
I
Raiders?
think he's finally got his groove. He had one off week, and now he's going off. See, on paper, the Raiders are a top 10 offense easily.
Right.
They're just working out some kinks. So... But Blue's really vocal right now. So yeah, I'm impressed with Dak. Dak's a talent. He needs. I think he has what the Cowboys need right now.
That's the thing, dude. I just don't think he's going to be able to keep playing. Because I'd pick him up quicker than shit. Because it's kind of like Matt Stafford has been one of those quarterbacks that are. He has that brilliant week, and then he has 2 shitty weeks. And it's like, I can't really afford to keep him anymore. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, if Dak's going to be able to play, I'm all game. Like, I'll pick him up quicker than shit, and I'll start him this week.
But in our league, we still have a lot of streaming options for quarterback that you can pick up. I mean, I think I saw. Where did I see on the waiver wire?
There's Derek Carr, Andrew Luck, Dak Prescott, Jameis Winston, Kirk Cousins, Matt Tamlin, Alex Smith, Joe Flacco, Carson Palmer, Travis Seaman, Carson Wentz, Sam Bradford, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Pretty much all of those are good options. Sam Bradford, I want to say before we should start moving on, but
yeah.
Sam Bradford is one of those quarterbacks that's a really good quarterback. Like, watching him play, I'm super impressed. Like, he's precise.
He doesn't have many touchdowns.
That's really the thing. He's precise. He doesn't cause turnovers. Like, he's good in the pocket. He's everything you'd want from, new blood. But I think fantasy, he stinks.
I honestly think I'm just going to pick up Derek Carr. Because average, like I said, I'll release Stafford, and he'll have a 50-point week. He'll blow it up. But that's just my luck. I mean, he's just so unpredictable that I can't afford to. And I'm not going to get rid of Wilson. Wilson's just getting his groove back. I mean, it's just he's so unpredictable that I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be beneficial because they're playing Philadelphia, and Philadelphia has a really decent secondary, and I just don't see them beating Philadelphia at all. That's just me. Or even him having a good game.
Yeah. Philly's one of the strong teams this year.
Like I said, man, the next league we do, we're going to have a 2-quarterback option.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy when you do it like that.
A 2-quarterback option with wide receivers and PPR, and we're going to do it because right now, per catch, it's 1 point. They got a touchdown, it's 5 points. They get a, 60-yard reception or more, it's like another 5 points. I mean, you can rack up some points with a receiver. Especially when they get 10 catches, that's 10 points right off the bat. So we might up that. I mean, we're going to be looking at 2 300-point games, but
yeah, the last thing we'll kind of mention real quick before we move on for real.
Yeah,
is rest of season. You see a lot of people talking about ROS, and that's a dangerous place to go if because you don't want to go on autopilot. But it is good to kind of get a feel for how reliable your players are, especially if you're looking at keepers, dynasties, and basically, if you look at receivers, rest of the season, they say number 1, Antonio Brown, number 2, Julio Jones, 3, Odell Beckham, 4, AJ Green, 5, Jordy Nelson. I'm happy to see him up there. Mike Evans, DeAndre Hopkins. I think he's a little higher than he deserves to be there, but all right. Allen Robinson. Those kind of players you're looking at. You can look at that. Don't treat it as Bible because matchups and injuries still come into play. But if you're looking to make some big trades, maybe you're taking a gamble on someone that's dinged up now but will be back before the end of the season. That'd be something to look at. But yeah, just wanted to mention that. Moving on. Let's do some WWBP, WWBW. I don't know what that was.
That was terrible. Yeah.
Your face is terrible.
Yeah. So is your lip. Anyway, go ahead. What have you been watching? What have you been playing, Yogi?
Well, did we talk about this last time? Let me see. Yeah, I think we talked about some of the podcasts I was listening to. So we'll skip those this week. Because I don't think there's anything pretty new there. Usual offenders there. I've been listening to the Tangent Bound podcast and Zombie Cast, all the podcasts over All Games. Human Creators Podcast, Hadpog, Fantasy Football Podcast. You know, you got the Fantasy Footballers, Fantasy Football Guys, Powermania, Audible, lots of good stuff. But at TV, did you see the Fear the Walking Dead? Oh, so you don't watch it.
I didn't.
So, quick spoiler alert. All right, you ready? All right. Fuck Chris. I think he's dead. Fucking asshole. That's all I gotta say. That was my wish for the season. They killed the kid off. Thank God. Look, I know he's young. Sometimes kids are misguided. As a parent, you still love them. Listen, that was my seed. I'd be the one putting a bullet into him. Fuck this dude. Fuck him. No. He's shitty. He go to shitty walk. He died shitty death.
Wow.
Nah, this kid, like, he just trying to kill his own sister. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
There's just some things you don't forgive. Like,
Right.
He's just total derp face and chose random strangers over his family. No. He obviously didn't have any loyalties to blood and but screws loose. Nope. No pity for him. I wish they ran him over with a truck a few more times or something.
Damn.
That's what he deserved. But yeah, a good show this season. I think I feel it will redeem it for a lot of people. As more than just a stopgap for the real Walking Dead. Speaking of The Walking Dead, listen, 3 weeks for the season premiere, and the big buzz. Everybody's wondering who's Negan gonna kill. Oh, it's almost time. We're gonna find out. Walker Soccer Con, some of our friends over there have been kind of buzzing and sharing some hints. In fact, Lenny, I forget his last name. He's the guy that plays. Oh my God, I can't think of the name now. Morgan, kick-ass Ninja Turtle dude with the bow staff. He says that this is gonna be an emotional episode and that you should have a loved one handy that will, provide some consolation because it's gonna be a tearjerker. And the belief is, and I believe this too, that there's not gonna be just one person killed in the season premiere. It's gonna be 2 people.
Ooh.
So, yeah, you should think. And some people think it's Glenn and Abraham. I have a few theories. I think Glenn Abraham it could work. Abraham is kind of expendable, and you could replace him with any redneck ex-military dude. It's not that hard.
Right.
And Ginger is a dime a dozen. Just that's Obi.
Wow.
Obi could be the next Abraham.
You're
dude.
Dick.
You should audition.
I'm good, bro.
Dude. Obi for president. Obi for Abraham.
I said I'm good, bruh.
I can just picture you in the Walking Dead universe. You'd be a hoot.
Oh man.
You tell everybody to fuck off. Get out of your corner.
I probably would. That's the problem. Like, hey, what's up? Fuck off. What did I do? No, seriously, fuck off. Yeah, it would be fun.
It would be fun.
Yes, it would be.
Now, Glenn. This is the interesting thing. Glenn has had plot armor. He survived a lot of bullets, and he was supposed to die a bunch of times. People think he's not gonna die now. I kind of feel like if they did kill him now, it would be a little bit cheap. Then again, it's like, how other way can you have him? What other way could you have him go out that would do him justice? So, it'll be tough. There's gonna be people disappointed. I think whatever way you chop it up.
There's gonna be people disappointed no matter what.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're not killing off Daryl Dixon or Rick Grimes, so we know they have armor. They could kill Carol. What's her face? Michonne. she hasn't had much of a part in the show anymore. I feel like she could easily be killed off, and it'll upset people, but they'll get over it. Yeah, if it's Daryl or Rick, people will be butthurt. They'll be like, "That's it, boycotting." See all the teeny boppers. No. Have you been? Are you caught up with Agents of Shield?
Yes, I am.
I haven't caught the latest one, but I like the whole Ghost Rider thing they're doing. What do you think about that?
I'm very intrigued. Very intrigued right now.
Do you like where they're going with Daisy? I think we talked about this last week.
Yes and no. I do, but it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, they need to be really careful with what they're doing and what direction they're going to take her in, because it could backfire. I mean, and backfire hard. But,
I miss Bobby. Right?
Yeah,
huh?
I do. I was sad when they had to leave.
Yeah, they added, like, right now, that team is so thin. It's kind of depressing. Like, there's all these fresh faces that I don't really care about. I don't know. I love the show. I'm still really enjoying it, but I'm also worried that they're winding it down to end it soon. It kind of feels like that.
It does. It feels like they're getting ready to say, well, screw you guys, we're not making no more. But with this big superhero kick, I don't think they'd actually shut it down right now. I mean, this might be the last one or two more seasons, but I was gonna look that up too to see how many more seasons they had left. I want to say this is their last one on contract, or they have one more.
That's the thing, though. They keep renewing it for one season at a time. They're not like doing 2 or 3 seasons in advance. So that's the other problem. Like, they're negotiating while the season's going. But I agree. The fact that they brought Ghost Rider in, I think, shows that they're more committed to it. They're bringing some more, I guess you could say, mainstay characters into the universe. Man, I still wish they could do mutant storylines. Like, it still sucks that the MCU can't use mutants because of the whole Fox thing.
Right.
If they had access to the X-Men,
that's why the Turtles, or not the Turtles, but the they had to do, what do they call themselves?
Inhumans?
Yes, Inhuman. That's why they had to go to that, because of fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No. It's not because of that. It's because of Fox owns the rights to X-Men and the term mutants and basically anything tangential to that.
Yeah.
For film, and TV. They can still do it in comics, obviously. So it's poop, but they gotta wait till that deal expires, whatever. Yeah, at least Sony is playing nice and they're sharing Spider-Man because it makes sense.
It does make sense.
So, what have you been playing this week? Was that anything you've been watching?
If you guys have been paying attention to my YouTube, I've been playing WoW.
No, never talk about that game.
I put up like 4, almost 5 videos already this week. We got like 3 more to put up here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, but I've been playing some WoW. Of course, been playing lots of NBA 2K16. I even dabbled a little bit of Counter-Strike this week. Played a little bit of Rocket League this week. Let's see, what else have I played? A lot of it's been 2K16. Because I was
NBA.
Yes, NBA 2K16. Just because like Blades got it on PC, and I have it on PC. So we started, characters at the same, so we could go to the park. Been playing more on Xbox, trying to, do more games through my season, so I can actually earn some more gold. So then I can actually get into the park and, with people, anybody that has it can play. So.
Yeah, Tiger Claw's talking about the third Wolverine movie called Logan. They released a picture of Professor X, what it looks like in the movie. Yeah, I've read a blurb about what Hugh Jackman was saying about the role. Something about it's going to be a very different Wolverine. Yeah, I try not to get into too many of the spoilers. I like to go in with little expectations.
Right.
But I heard something that might be like the old man Logan stories, kind of like that. Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I also put a thing in Twitter there. This is what the Professor X will look like in Logan. Damn.
Thing about the Wolverine movies, Wolverine's such a fun character, and I'm very partial to him. You can make a shitty Wolverine movie and it'll still be great because Wolverine's awesome. Oh yeah.
Yeah, true. Nothing like a guy that has, blades, hard as freaking diamond blades, come out of his freaking hands. I mean, that's epic.
Tiger Claw saying it's gonna be R-rated. Every superhero movie is gonna be R-rated now because of Deadpool. Like, hey, well, it worked for Deadpool, so let's make it R-rated. Show like a cup, maybe a nipple or two. Yeah, not even. It'll just be like a couple of F-bombs. Yeah, R-rated. Woo!
Damn.
Obi, have you played the Warrior Orochi game?
No.
It's a pretty cool game. It's basically, I'm gonna say it's, if you play Dynasty Warriors or any of the Koei games, Mystic Heroes, Dynasty Warriors, or any beat 'em up, I think you'll dig it.
No.
And it's got 2-player co-op, a bunch of like tons of unlockables, records you could break, and you track of all your scores and any progress and loot drops, massive battles. It's crazy. You're taking out thousands of guys, and you're just like one dude with a small army. It's pretty crazy. It's worth a shot. It was the free game last month, and I wish it did more than 2-player co-op, but it's a very different kind of game. Good palate cleanser.
Yeah, I never either. I probably didn't hear about it, or it's one of those games that I know I wasn't going to be into.
Didn't bother adding to your account.
Because, dude, I mean, I don't mind. Like, I've added a whole bunch of games on the account that, like, to this day, I guarantee I'm not going to play. Yes, having it would be, whatever, but it's like, yeah. Maybe.
Well, for everyone else, add it to your account, because I don't want to hear later on you see people playing it. It's like, oh, I want to play that. How much is it? Well, I got it for free. Oh, it's $50 now. Right, that's what you gotta pay if you want to play this. But do you have anything else we can play? No, motherfucker. This is what I'm playing right now. Fuck you. Fuck you for not adding it. Now you pay the fucking money, you fuck.
Yeah, you talk to me like that, then shit. You can have a good day. You might have to find a new co-host for HorsePLAY Live, because yeah.
I give my longtime friends a hard time because they'll be like, "Man, I haven't played anything with you for a long time." Like, well, you got Xbox Live Gold, right? It's like, yeah. If you're getting the free games, no, there's nothing really like there. I'm playing this. How is that? Yeah, it's pretty dope. Oh man, maybe I'll buy that. How much is it? Oh, that's a lot of money. Oh, it was free last night. It was free last month, motherfucker. But people don't know because they don't bother to look at it. They just see the name. That sounds corny. They don't like look at any gameplay video. Like it's not like they have screenshots or videos or Twitch or YouTube to look into it.
It's too late now, which is it's not a big deal. But I mean, it's yeah. I mean, I look at games when you say, "Hey, check this out, Games with Gold, pretty good games," or Origin, pretty good games, or I check them out. I either do it or I don't. If it's something that grabs my attention, like, ooh, oh shit, I gotta get that.
As far as I'm concerned, all the games they've come out with for Games with Gold this year have been dope.
Mm-hmm.
So they're all must-gets. They're games that I'll eventually play or go back to. So I don't want to hear any sob story like, oh, Yogi, we don't have anything we can play together. So, Games with Gold. Plenty of multiplayer games there. Fuck. You're paying for it already. Just grab it. Like, you know what? You go to a restaurant, they give you the free bread, right? Especially the Red Lobster, which that's just not free. They ration it out nowadays. You know what? Is it ghetto to put it in a napkin and slap it into your purse, your man bag, and go home with some of it? No, you pay for that. That's why freaking dinner for four is like $200-$300 by the time you're done. What the fuck? You pay for that bread. That's it. Free bread, motherfucker, including your membership.
Right.
I'm not saying I've done that. I'm just being abstract here.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Anyway, Warriors of Orochi, definitely dig that. And no, it's cool because it's like the legends of Chinese and Japanese lore come together to fight against the greatest evils of the world. This is an epic story. If you like old kung fu movies and just cool like Asian cinema epics, man, this is get the vibes there, get the feels there, man.
There was a game that was a ninja game. I just can't remember what game it was. It was like you had to run on the rooftops. I have it somewhere.
Talk about Tenchi?
Is it Tenchi where you're the ninja and you gotta? It's like old. It's not old school, but it was like I think it was like PlayStation, 1 or 2 even, where the first game was. But I don't know. It might be Tenchi.
It's either that or.
It sounds familiar. I think it might be Tenchi.
It's not like Tenchi. The only other game I could think of that has something similar like that might be Ninja Gaiden. The newer ones kind of. Yeah, it's Tenchi then. That's a good game. I'm surprised that series didn't keep going. Maybe so in Japan. A lot of those games don't come out over here for whatever reason.
Right.
There's ninjas in this game. Let's put it out there. They have kunoichi too, ninja women. Yep. Well, I was gonna go deep on Rainbow Six Siege, but next week we'll have a whole segment on it. I won't go deep on it. I know both want to kind of wrap it up early. I did want to talk a little bit about the game. This game is just. Did I tell you how much I love Rainbow Six Siege?
No, not at all. Why don't you let us know?
I mean, I played some Overwatch. I played some Battlefield 4. There's still a lot of great games out there. I played a little Van Helsing. I played the Warriors of Orochi. And I don't want to take anything away from those games. I even played Unraveled. That's a very good-looking game. So it made me kind of depressed. Because you're a man, a creature made out of yarn, and you unravel. And you go too far, there's nothing left of you. And you just fizzle away into nothingness.
Yeah,
kind of depressing.
I have that game. I do.
It's a good looking game, man.
Game, dude. I love that. I don't care. I love that game. Like, you have to do everything you need to do before you unravel. Like, that's the whole game. It's just,
and
it's great.
Another benefit of EA Access.
Yep.
Which, thank you again, Obi.
You're welcome, man. Why are you thinking?
EA Access is.
Oh, I forgot.
It's probably one of the best deals in gaming after Xbox Live Gold. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. PlayStation Plus, not so much. Sorry. Sorry, I have to be a fanboy for a second. But yeah, Unravel's cool. I play some other things too, but it just keeps going back to Rainbow Six Siege, and I probably play more Warriors Orochi. Like, that game has a shit ton of replay value. Like, each battle, if you are a completionist, you could spend a half hour to an hour in each level just fighting thousands upon thousands of enemies, trying to find every little secret and checking every nook and cranny. Like, the maps are pretty big and enemies keep spawning, and like each mission is pretty dynamic. Like, enemies calling for reinforcements, and if you don't take over enemy bases, they overpower your armies, and then your armies retreat, and it's crazy. It's like a huge war, and you're in the middle of it. It's cool. Definitely, worth playing. It's always good to go back to, but I keep going back to Rainbow Six Siege, and it's just the intensity. Like, and the funny thing is, like, the joke in the group I've been playing with pretty much every night now is I'm always the last man alive. Yeah, because I'm super conservative. I check every corner. I like use the drones. I don't just run in and blitz. You know, like, I'm almost always the last person alive on defense or offense, and a lot of times I'll clutch it. Take out 2 or 3 people by myself, you know? It's
something to where we just need that extra 1 or 2 people that can help us and actually play that way. Like, a lot of it, it's just because it's just me and you, and we're pugging. You know, we pug 3 other people, and they're just, balls to the wall, no mics, no nothing. They just go. And we're trying to actually do it. By the time we get in there, everybody's dead. Like, you know, or we're the last 2. Or whatever, I go in or we go stay together, and, you know, like, I'll die and you'll trade, but then everybody else is dead already. So it's.
But see, there's like 12, 15 of us that play regularly, and out of those, there's like 3 people that I really like playing with, and they're almost always on, and they're on our Facebook group. So those are the guys we can count on. The creme de la creme.
Yeah.
The cool dudes too. Like, they're really chill, and they like doing call outs, but at the same time, they don't like. If we're playing serious, they know how to focus, and they don't just start screaming bullshit out either. We had a guy that's like a YouTuber, quote unquote, and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm recording the video. Make it a good one." And he was just like one of those guys that's trying really hard to be PewDiePie, just laughing and joking and make comments on everything. He's like, and like, he was backseat driving with me, mind you. Each match we played, he was on the bottom of our team in the scoreboard. Like, pretty garbage player. Like, wasn't contributing on kills or objective, nothing. Like, but he would keep freaking backseat driving. Oh no, go, place the thing there. All right, go out that window. No, not that window. That window. No, not that window. That window. My left. No, not your left. My left. No, the right. Right. No, left. Like, shut up. Like, one of those guys. Like, there's a certain point where call-outs become unproductive. And sometimes, like me, I'm the kind of person, I get quiet. When I'm really concentrated, I'm really trying, I get quiet and I tune everything out. And if you're trying to break that concentration, you're going to fuck me up more time than not. So, like, if it's something that's really important, communicate it. If it's just bullshit, then shut up.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. I don't have anything else to say, because then I'll start getting pissed off. And then I won't
want
to play that shit tomorrow.
If you play this weekend, we have a good group of people, man. We'll have fun.
I will definitely play. I mean, I just don't want to. Like, I'm like that one kid that you play with. That he's always fucking making some joke or some, like, he's always bullshitting or eating in his mic or just whatever. And I'm like, damn, dude, mix your mic. It's one of them. It's one of them that's just a...
Oh, one of the younger people.
Yeah.
I don't play with him as often. Yeah.
Like, it's just like, damn, dude, will you shut the fuck up?
Yeah, no, that's my main group is actually all 30 and up. You know, nothing against you younger folks, but you know, less ADD ridden, more focused, more quality communication. It's a generational thing. Yeah. You millennials, man, yeah, the OCD is real. Oof. Like munching chips into that. I hear ya.
Yeah, I'm just like I go crazy when you're loud or you do something and like, damn, Yogi, you mute your mic, I want to hear you eat. You know, oh shit, sorry, bro. But them, they're like, yeah, like, goddamn, dude, what the? All right, I'm gonna mute. Like that one kid, I muted. I just muted for the rest of the night. I didn't.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You were talking to him a lot. Like I was like, what? And you're like, I'm talking to. I was like, oh, I got his ass.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the guys when we play together, we just kind of goof around because it's hard to play serious with someone like that on your team that's kind of half-assing it. Like, oh, all right, guys, I'm jerking off with one hand and holding the controller with the other hand. Like, well, why are you doing ranked? Because casual is boring. Well, that's great, but
yeah,
they're not gonna bring your A game to ranked and play casual. I don't know. Because people try hard in casual, too.
Yeah. You have no idea. I played a casual the other day, and I was like, damn, this feels like I'm a pro playing ranked right now. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I don't bother with casual anymore, because people still try hard regardless. I mean, you got the people that rush straight to the doors on defense so they can try to catch you shooting out a window, you know, like they try to take a sniper position and catch you in the streets.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Kind of like spawn trapping. It's pretty lame.
Yeah.
Or you have like guys that use poles.
You get on the opposite building to cross the other side, they'll break the little slot, and as soon as you come through their scope, they shoot you, and it's like one shot. It's like, wait, what? What just happened? Oh, he killed you from the window. Where? Like, I was looking at that window.
The posters are the worst because they'll stand behind the door, stay on the little TV, and when they see you approaching the door, they'll just shoot right through it and kill you before you even had an idea that he was there. You know, it's a perfectly viable strategy. It's shitty, but it's one of those things where if you expect that and you take a path that makes it hard for people to do that, I took out a whole team by myself because, you know, two of the guys decided to rush. They went outside of their base and they said, you know, an enemy is outside, and it showed them on the map, and it took out my entire team. So I rushed to the top of the roof, took out the two guys. Then his two friends came out, and they were just like showing off, like, we'll just get him. He's the last guy alive. And I killed them both, you know, and I kept like double backing and making him think I was coming from somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And then the last guy, I threw a bunch of grenades and set off breach charges to make him think I was coming from another direction. He started coming out, crawling, and then had his back to me. I just went up to him and stabbed him.
Yes.
Hey, because, you know, at that point, they're showing off, like, what, you know, going outside. I can see you on the map. You're basically saying, you can't take on the three of us, so fuck you. We're just going to, like, spit in your face. We just take out your entire team before they can even get inside of our base. I said, all right. You know, that's bad sportsmanship.
Like, if you can seriously get on, like, or we can play right after this show, I'll maybe play a couple rounds with you, a couple ranked games with you. But like, much more than that, dude. I have to just go to bed and sleep. Not feeling.
We'll play tomorrow then. Just text me when you're on tomorrow.
We can play a couple tonight, but I want to just play. But I know you doing your cigarette breaks.
I need to. I can't sit down for that long. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't get up and stretch out.
Yeah.
Rough.
What else we gotta get going here?
Nope, that's it. That's it. We're on time. Unless you have anything else to add, anything else you've been playing or watching?
No, not really. Playing some of the new games from the Xbox, but nothing really crazy. So, but guys, that is going to be it from us. If you guys, HorsePLAY Live is where you can listen to or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com, Google Play Music, iTunes, Player FM, Stitcher, and TuneIn Radio. Please take out a few minutes to thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, and share. Even better, we'd love some comments and reviews. It's quick, it's easy, it really helps us out. It does help the community and the network grow. You guys like iCandy, we do too. We have you guys can check it out on YouTube and Twitch. YouTube.com/GeekyAntics, and of course right here, Twitch.tv/GeekyAntics. Here in GeekyAntics Network, in collaboration with All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows that we cover with a wide spectrum of topics. Can't possibly plug them all because we'd be here for another half hour. So you guys can go over to GeekyAntics.net/schedule to find your favorite podcast. You can also see some of our flagship shows over on their Twitch profile and our aggregate feed over at GeekyAntics.net/podcasts. Don't forget, guys, the intro and outro are brought to you or provided royalty-free by TechnoX. That's Techno with a K. Go ahead and check him out. That's technox.com. If you guys are... that's it. Yeah. Yogi, you want to say anything where they can find you at real quick, sir?
Yeah, I'm Yogi still everywhere, including Xbox Live, Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook. You know, we're on those great groups. Let's connect. Let's play games together. Let's do awesome things together, like Extra Life. Let's do it.
Definitely. We have one new one for you guys on Twitter at Topstar Esports. Go give that a follow, guys. We're gonna be tweeting out some esports stuff, and of course it's the new org, so you'll want to be following the Twitter when we actually officially sign the first team. That's, I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen like right now, but it's coming. So you guys want to make sure you get the news. Make sure you follow. It's at Topstar Esports. And, of course, don't forget about me at TSC Obi-Wan. And, of course, the new YouTube page it's TSC Obi-Wan Kenobi, space in between Obi-Wan and Kenobi. And, of course, Battle Tag is, I don't know anymore for some reason. Maybe it's just something that I just forgot, I guess.
So we have
You guys can find there it is. You guys can find me at TC Obi-Wan hashtag 1947. Of course, YogiZilla with her stone and all those other good games. YogiZilla hashtag 1722. But if you guys are listening to us on allgames.com, the Dead Pixel Live Power Ranking Show is up next, followed by Knuckleballer Radio at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to hang out in the chat by clicking the live or chat button and just say hi, guys. Of course, our friends B-Team, Chip, and who's the other? Damn it. But over at B-Team Podcast, you guys can check those guys out. Of course, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on our unofficial sister network, All Games Radio Network. Again, guys, my name is Obi-Wan, TSC Obi-Wan. Of course, this right here is YogiZilla, and this is HorsePLAY Live. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Later, taters.